Hello, my friends, and welcome to today's video break. Psalm 44 verse 10 says, "You made us retreat before the enemy, and our adversaries have plundered us." So, it's interesting how this psalm has evolved, because it went from this great place of the enemy being pushed back, the enemy winning, to all of a sudden, now David is cowered before he's lost the victory out here, and he's been plundered. That means they've come in and taken what they want. Wow. And so it's interesting, though, that the same credit he gives for God for winning the battle is the same credit he gives for God in the battle that he's lost. He looks to God's sovereignty and say, "Okay, God, this was allowed by your sovereign hand. This is what happened in this situation. I'm losing this battle." I don't notice that David's spirit is getting heavy as much as he's recognizing the absolute truth. That he's walking in this place of truth with God. And what's his need? I don't know that his need is necessarily, man, I want everything they plundered back. I want to continue to fight. Maybe there's a lesson sometimes, it seems, that when the enemy seems to be overcoming, there's such a lesson to be learned there, because it's in that place that we really find, who we're going to stand with. Have you ever found that to be true? When everything is going grand, when all the battles are being won, it's easy to boast. It's easy to praise. It's easy, but when things are not winning, whatever we call winning, maybe God is doing a different sort of winning in our life that maybe we can't understand on how to lose. And we're not taught this, even in school. The check mark goes on the paper, we miss something, and all of a sudden, it's not that we go back and try to find the solution to that problem, but we look at it as, man, I missed something, and that's what's sad about it. So if you're in a place that it seems like you're not winning, it seems like, you got a check mark in your life, go back and do some research and look inside and say, God, okay, I lost this. It seems like everything's being taken away from me, but there's something somebody can't have. They can't have you without your consent. You can't go to anger without your consent. You can't go to resentment in those bad places without your consent. You can't go to vengeance without your consent. You can't get even without your consent. And so could it be, if we're always winning, how does that true test of that character ever get proved? And so I've seen some people go through some tough battles, and their choices, the choice of enemy, their choice of the way they're going to walk is through resentment. It doesn't win, ever. So just because the season, I'm not saying just, because the season is bad, we still have, God is still moving and still providing, and you're still succeeding. Even though out here might be all falling apart, could it be God's doing something? Yes. Listen. Be blessed, my friend.